Namaste. Welcome to your practice this evening. Today we're going to do a good night stretch. So it's like you've hit the end of your day, you're about to go to bed, you just need to do a little movement and chill out. Listen to your doctors and PTs, work any way that they're asking of you to work in. And always just listen to your body. This is just to feel good. So enjoy. So we're just going to come to hands and knees. I'm just going to move my bolster out of the way. And once you're in hands and knees, just aligning the shoulders over the wrists, hips over the knees, and just moving into a few just cat-cows here. Inhale, let the heart reach forward. Exhale, round the spine. And just keep moving like that. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Following your breath length. Just a couple more. And then just coming to your nice neutral spine, just bring the right hip and right ear towards each other like a little kneeling side bend, or all fours side bend. And then come back to center and over to the other side. You can stay like this or make it a more circular motion. So coming into that side bend, rounding up through the center, going into the side bend to the other side, and moving through a cow-ish position in the middle. Just making a nice circle, as long as that feels okay on your body. Just breathing into each part of your body as much as possible, or the idea of the breath going into each part of the body. And if you're making those circles, just going the other way. Should also mention, we're not even going to stand up in this one. You stay down and low. And then just coming to center, sit back on your heels into a child's pose, if that feels okay for you. If not, you can do another variation of something if you have something that you like. And then coming back through center, you're just going to take the hands slightly forward, tuck the toes, and reach the hips up and back into a down dog. You can pedal out the feet here. And then just finding the hips reaching up and back, pushing the ground away, finding ease in the shoulders. Down dog is not an option for you. Come down to your knees and set the forehead down-ish or closer to the mat. For a puppy dog-ish version, you can also do child's pose. Listen to your body. Good. And then just lift the right foot up a little bit, bend the knee into your chest, set the left knee down, and bring the right foot between the hands. Right hip drawing back. Inhale, just reach the heart up with the hands, reaching up to the sky too. And exhale while you're here. Good. Bring the hands back to frame the front foot. Tuck the back toes and come back to your down dog. Left foot reaches up. Bend the left knee in towards you. Set the right knee down. Left foot between the hands. And then inhale, the hands reach up with the heart. The hands together causes restriction or strain in the shoulders. You can always keep the hands shoulder width apart. And then bring the hands back down to frame the front foot. Tuck the back toes and make your way back into your down dog. And then just glide forward towards a plank pose. And then bend the knees, reach back into a downward dog pose. And just bend the knees because that works for my body. So find the position that works for you. It's kind of like a nice way to get into the down dog too, gentle. One more time, you're going to come to plank. Hold your plank. You can always set the knees down here. abs pulling in and out, pushing down through the whole hand. Breathing. Now let's go ahead, set the knees down, bend the elbows, and lower ourselves all the way to the mat. And just inhale up into a baby cobra. And exhale, lengthen down. 2 more, inhale. And exhale. 1 more. And exhale, lengthen down. Bring the hands underneath the forehead and just wag the tail a little right to left. You can even tuck the pelvis a little bit and release it just to let the low back chill out there. And then coming into Sphinx pose, you're just going to prop yourself up onto your forearms, elbows underneath the shoulders. If that feels too extreme of a back bend or just causing any pain, just take the hands slightly forward. Palms can still be down, my blocks are in the way. We won't be here too long. Just settle into your extension, keeping engagement in the body. And then just coming into crocodile, elbows can come forward, and just cradling your face in your hands, like so. Especially if you spent all day on your devices with your head down, this is just nice to kind of help restore that cervical curve or remind our bodies of where to go. Breathing. You can always come down at any point onto the belly. The body is calling for that. Take another breath cycle here. And then when you're ready, coming down onto the hands, palms underneath the forehead. You can just wag the tail there if you need, and then just bend the right knee up into a half frog, so the right knee is in line with the right hip. And the hands underneath the forehead, you can keep your nose down or turn your head towards your right, kind of whatever feels nice for you here. Just letting your body settle in and release any tensions. I'm going to keep my nose down to the ground. Just allowing yourself to be here right now, this time for you. This is exactly where you need to be. Because this is where you are. And then just stretching that right leg back. You can wag the tail and bring the left leg up. So left knee up in line with the left hip. And you can adjust your forehead or head to face the direction that works for you. Take another breath cycle here. And when you're ready, stretching that left leg back, you can wag the tail a little bit right to left. And then hands underneath the shoulders. Push back into a child's pose, or you can stay on the belly if that feels better than child's pose for you. And then we'll just roll up, sit off to the right side of your feet. So the feet will be to your left. You can hook the bottom toes. I'll just mirror you for this one. So you're off to your right first. I'm on my left. Right arm will reach up and you'll side bend towards your left there. So that's about it. If that doesn't feel good on the legs, you can also do a zigzag position there. So as you're just up and over, feeling the length and breath into that right side. And then coming all the way up and just swing your legs over to the other side. This time the left toes can hook up onto the right ankle. Left arm up and inhale, exhale, go over to your right. So you'd be like so. Inhale, come all the way up. And then just stretching the legs forward. Sitting up nice and tall. You can sit up on a blanket here if you have, just to make sure you have a nice long spine. I'm just going to slightly bend my knees to accommodate getting a little bit more propped up. Just finding a nice tall Dandasana here, staff pose. And then just bring the hands onto the front side of the hips there, on the other side, and just walking your hands forward, kind of aiming to hinge from the hip as much as possible rather than collapsing for now. I have trouble with that personally, so doing my best to keep it as neutral as the spine as possible. And you can just bend the knees, place the soles of the feet on the ground, and wrap the hands underneath the thighs and just fold forward like so. And just breathe here. And then let's go ahead and do the V position legs here. So just coming to your V, whatever feels good for your body. You can either sit up nice and tall here, or you can bring the hands onto your front, towards your front, and walk forward as much as feels okay. So that might be up here. It might be a little farther. You can come down onto the forearms. Nice variations here is if you have a block. Just gonna scooch back. And you can bring the forehead onto the block, but you don't want to cause tension in the neck or anything there. So you can kind of just chill out here. Getting the inner thighs there. As even as possible. And just take a few breaths here. Another breath cycle here. And then just coming all the way back up. You can just bring the hands behind you and I always do that. You can gently bring your legs up. Kind of just pop out of that one each time. And just kind of do a windshield wiper of the legs there. And then coming onto the mat when you're ready. I'm going to keep this block here because we may use it in a second. Reach the arms forward and just nice slow roll down. And then just move the hips over to the left a little bit and let the legs fall over to the right for a little windshield wiper stretch. And cross the right ankle on top of the left thigh and the arms can come up into a cactus shape here. And just breathing into just the whole body there. Get comfy. You may need to adjust the hips. Just finding as long of a spine, neutral of a spine, so you're not in a crazy shape or anything. And if it feels good, you can just stay there. And just take 3 luxurious breaths here, in your own time, your own breath length. And when you're ready, you can unhook that leg. Bring yourself back to center and then move the hips over to the right, legs over to the left. And then left foot on top of the right thigh if that feels okay. And then arms can come back into that cactus shape. Just want to let the body open and release any tension so you can go into a blissful night of sleep. Also, if you're doing this at a different part of the day, totally okay. Rules, schmoles. Remembering to breathe. Don't force or push yourself past limits. It's not what this is about here right now. It's about being with and allowing. And when you're ready, you can uncross that leg, come back to center, just hug the knees in for a moment there. And just kind of wiggle out any kinks. You can even stretch one leg long and hold the right knee into your chest there. Stretch the left leg long to hold the right knee into your chest. And then right, if you're on the other side, it's totally fine. Right knee to the right armpit there. And then just release that leg. Left knee can come in towards you, or the other leg, whichever one you're on. And then left knee, or whichever leg, can I say that again, to left armpit. And then just stretch that leg long just for a moment. If you have a block or a bolster, you can place it underneath your sacrum for restorative bridge. So the knees will bend here. So you don't want it to be in the low back. This is a gentle inversion, so if you're not supposed to do it, you can always just go into Savasana. We will be going into Savasana briefly, shortly, so you can always go there. So from here, you're just gonna, actually, let's just stay here for a few breaths before we go into the next thing. Just allow your body to settle, make any adjustments that your body is calling for. If you're happy as can be here, you can stay here or bend one knee into your chest, bend the other knee in, and then stretch the legs up to the sky. Just finding as vertical-ish of a position that feels okay for your body. You can always take it back. And again, we're going into Savasana shortly, so if you want to just go straight there, do what you need for you. Just breathing here. Take another couple of breath cycles here, if that feels okay for you to do. And when you're ready, just bending the knees in, set one foot down at a time to the ground. Lift the hips up just to remove the block. Roll down through the spine. Stretch your legs long. Find your Shavasana. Bringing any props you need into it. And just when you're ready, let your body just rest and relax. And just give way into the support of the ground. And allowing this moment to fully replenish you and everything that you need to come to you, to your body, right in this moment. just begin to invite a deeper inhale and exhale into your body. Adding small movements and wiggling the fingers and the toes. If it feels good for you, you can reach the arms overhead. Just take a nice stretch to the middle there and then reach the arms and legs over to one side if that feels nice. And then over to the other side. And then coming back into center, scooping the legs into your chest there for a moment, giving yourself a nice loving hug. Moving over onto your right side, eyes can remain closed. Just take a couple of breaths here. And then with your left hand, eyes closed, push the ground away. Let the head be the last thing to come up. Coming into a comfortable cross-legged seat for a moment, or any seat that works for you. And then just bring your hands, let's actually bring the hands right onto the chest there. And just take a moment and acknowledge yourself for all that you do here now, all that you've done, all that you want to do. And then come back into this moment, into your body, and acknowledge yourself for taking this time for you. Hands can come to touch. That feels okay in Anjali Mudra. And just slightly lifting the chest up, slight nod of the chin down. May you have a blissful rest or rest of your day. Namaste.